News out of New York City. President Trump just sent in feds after Steinel murder verdict. New York, a Guyanese national convicted of assault, criminal possession of a weapon, and kidnapping is among the 55 foreign nationals arrested during a recently concluded six-day operation conducted by U.S. Immigration and Customs Enforcement, ICE. Enforcement and Removal Operation, ERO deportation officers in New York targeted at large criminal aliens, illegal reentrants, and immigration fugitives during the operation, which ran from Monday, November 13th to Monday, November 20th. Of those arrested, ICE had lodged detainers on 42 of the foreign nationals when they were in local law enforcement custody, and they were all released without the detainers being honored. 10 were immigration fugitives or were previously removed from the U.S. Some of the individuals arrested during the enforcement action will be presented for federal prosecution for reentry after deportation, a felony punishable by up to 20 years in prison. Those not being criminally prosecuted will be processed for removal from the country. Individuals who have outstanding orders of deportation or who return to the United States illegally after being deported are subject to immediate removal from the country. ERO deportation officers are committed to enforcing the immigration laws set forth by our legislators, said Thomas Deckard, Field Office Director for ERO New York. 42 of the 55 arrested during this operation were released from New York custody with an active detainer, which poses an increased risk to the officers in the community. It is important for city residents to know that although the City of New York releases inmates for active ICE detainers back into the community, ICE will be diligent in its responsibility to find those who come to the United States to prey upon our communities and ultimately have them removed from the country. Last week's arrest, 46 men and 9 women, included nationals from 22 countries: Mexico 20, Jamaica 5, Ecuador 4, Honduras 3, Colombia 2, Dominican Republic 2, El Salvador 2, Guatemala 2, Yemen 2. You get the idea here. They have them listed. Although Kings and Queens counties accounted for the largest number of arrests during the operation, ERO deportation officers conducted enforcement actions in all boroughs of New York City and Putnam and Westchester counties. County arrest totals: Bronx 6, Kings 23, New York 4, Putnam 4, Queens 14, Richmond 3, Westchester 4. ERO deportation officers carry out targeted enforcement operations every day in locations around the country as part of the agency's ongoing efforts to protect the nation, uphold public safety, and protect the integrity of our immigration laws and border controls. These operations involve existing established fugitive operation teams. During such enforcement operations, ICE officers frequently encounter additional suspects who may be in the United States in violation of federal immigration laws. Those individuals will be evaluated on a case-by-case basis and, when appropriate, arrested by ICE. Of those arrested are Cedric Marston, 41, a previously removed Jamaican citizen, was arrested by ERO deportation officials in Jamaica, New York, November 20th for immigration violations. And it lists all these people here, which they go on and on, but you get the gist of they made a lot of arrests. Okay. If anybody has the time to read all of this, I mean, it's just breaking down. This week long enforcement operations was conducted in accordance with routine daily targeted operations conducted by ICE Field Operations Team every day to arrest criminal aliens and other individuals who are in violation of our nation's immigration laws. ICE deportation officers conducted targeted enforcement operations every day in locations around the country as part of the agency's ongoing efforts to protect the nation, uphold public safety, and protect the integrity of our immigration laws and border control. ICE does not conduct sweeps, checkpoints, or raids that target aliens indiscriminately. This operation targeted public safety threats such as convicted criminals, gang members, and individuals who have violated our nation's immigration laws, including those who re-entered the country after being deported and immigration fugitives ordered deported by federal immigration judges. Reports to the contrary create panic and put communities and law enforcement personnel in unnecessary danger. Any groups falsely reporting such activities are doing a disservice to those they claim to support. Those not being criminally prosecuted will be processed for removal from the United States. Those who have outstanding orders of deportation or who return to the United States illegally after being deported are subject to removal from the country. Detainers serve as a legally authorized request upon which law enforcement agencies may rely to continue to maintain custody of an alien up to 48 hours so that ICE may assume custody for removal purposes. Pursuant to ICE policy, all ICE detainers are submitted with an accompanying administrative arrest warrant or warrant of removal depending upon the circumstances of the individual case. Well, they're on it, that's for sure. Trump's not standing for all of this garbage going on, and especially in New York. I mean, it's insanity. Let me know what you guys think in the comments below, and again, thank you so much for watching.